How to make clear water pond. A clean and clear pool is no accident. You obtain clear pond water thanks to a good biological balance. This balance appears when the pond water has the right values. These pond values, the total hardness of the water, GH value, the carbonate hardness, KH value, and the acidity, pH value, of the pond are easily measured if necessary to bring them to the right level. If, for example, the pond water has a total hardness and a carbonate hardness that is too low, the oxygen plants do not grow well and the pond quickly becomes cloudy and green. The first step to have a green pond is the water test, and based on the result, we choose from the following measures. Clear water is hard water. Hard water is the very first condition for having a clear pool. The hardness of the water indicates the amount of minerals present in the pond. These minerals constitute nutrient salts for plants with oxygen. Common hardness, the GH value of water, is determined by calcium and magnesium. In fresh water, it is mostly filamentous algae that grow, not oxygen plants. The hardness of the water in each basin decreases because the rainwater is extremely soft. It is therefore necessary to periodically re-level the water hardness in any basin. It can be increased by treating the pool with products specially designed for this purpose. Make sure you have enough CO2. The oxygen plants allow for a clear water. For their growth, these plants depend on CO2 in the water. This can be done by placing a biological filter, injecting a bottom substrate, or ensuring the circulation of water. If necessary, additional CO2 can be added with special tablets. Fight filamentous algae. Filamentous algae give green water. Fight them by placing floating plants. Common varieties are frogs, duckweed, water stars, water hyacinths, and water ferns. These plants take up many nutrients from water and act as a food competitor for filamentous algae. You can take all measurements simultaneously. The more there are and the more efficient and fast they are, the clearer your pelvis will remain. Place additional oxygen plants. You can directly carry out the 3 above-mentioned measurements, but for oxygen plants, you must wait until your pond has become clear again. If you place new oxygen plants when your pond has not yet become clear again, there is still too little CO2 in the pond water for the plants to grow properly. In addition, algae are large consumers of CO2. To speed up this process and so that you can therefore place oxygen plants, it will be necessary to add oxygen to the water using CO2 tablets. If you apply these methods, then your pond will meet the conditions for having clear water. By continuing to ensure that you have good water hardness, enough oxygen plants and sufficient CO2 production, your pond will stay clear.